It's time for spelling analysis. All right, let's apply our new phonogram and our new rules. The first word is stretch. After I go on a run, I need to stretch. Go ahead and say stretch. All right, let's sound it out. S-T-R-E-T-C-H. Stretch. Do you see that? It's our new three-letter ch. Go ahead and sound it out as you write it so that you are sure that you're writing every sound. Stretch. Excellent. Now help me to write it. S-T-R-E-T-C-H. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ch. And notice we used it before a single short vowel. Let's read it. S-T-R-E-T-C-H. Stretch. Excellent. The next word is overcook. Be careful not to overcook the steaks. Overcook. Go ahead and say that. How many syllables in overcook? 3. We will say to spell overcook. What will we say to spell? Overcook. All right, let's sound it out. The first syllable is O. O. The second syllable is ver. V-er. Use the er of her. The third syllable is cook. K. Use a k. Use an u-o. K. Use a tall k. Go ahead and write overcook. Sound it out as you write it. And that's right, it's an u-o in cook. All right, help me to write it. The first syllable is O. The second syllable is ver. V-er. The third syllable is cook. K. K. All right, did you use the correct k and the and the k? Good. How will we mark it? We'll put a line over the O, and why did it say it's long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. And we'll underline the and we'll underline the What sound of O is this? That's right, it's the second. Let's read it. Overcook. What two words do you see in the word overcook? That's right, you see over and cook. Overcook means to cook it too much or too long. The next word is comfort. I would like that blanket because it's soft and it gives me comfort. Go ahead and say comfort. How many syllables in comfort? 2. We will say to spell comfort. What will we say to spell? Comfort. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is com. K-a-m. The second syllable is fort. F-or-t. Go ahead and write comfort. Excellent. And now help me write it. The first syllable is com. K-a-m. The second syllable is fort. F-or-t. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the or. Notice R and or may say their schwa sound in an unstressed syllable. K-a-m-f-ort. Comfort. Great. The next word is shatter. When I dropped the glass, I was afraid it would shatter. Go ahead and say shatter. How many syllables in shatter? 2. We will say to spell shat-ter. What will we say to spell? Shat-ter. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is shat. Sh-at. The second syllable is ter. T-er. Use the of her. Go ahead and write shat-ter. Sounding it out as you write it. Excellent. And help me to write it. Sh-at. The second syllable is ter. T-er. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the sh and the Let's read it. Sh-at-ter. Shatter. The next word is threatening. The dog was growling and it sounded threatening. Threatening. Go ahead and say threatening. How many syllables in threatening? 3. That's right, 3. We will say to spell threat-en-ing. What will we say to spell? Threat-en-ing. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is threat. use an E at A, t. The second syllable is N, n. The third syllable is ing, ng. Go ahead and write threat and ing. You've got this. Just sound it out as you write it. Good. Good. Help me to write it. The first syllable is threat. T. The second syllable is n, n. The third syllable is ing, ng. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the and what sound of a do you hear in threatening, the second, and we'll underline the ng. Let's read it. Threatening. Wonderful. All right, the next word is deliver. He will deliver the meal to them. Deliver. Go ahead and say deliver. How many syllables in deliver? 3. We will say to spell D-live-er. What will we say to spell? D-live-er. All right, let's sound it out. The first syllable is D. D-E. The second syllable is live. U-I-V. The third syllable is er. Use the of her. Go ahead and write D-live-er. Yeah, when you sound it out, it makes so much sense. Help me to write it. The first syllable is D. D-E. The second syllable is live. U-I-V. The third syllable is How will we mark it? Put a line over the E. And why did it say it's long sound? A, E, O, U usually say they're long sounds at the end of the syllable. We'll underline the Let's read it. D-E-L-I-V-er. Deliver. Excellent. The next word is pitch. He will pitch the ball. Pitch. Go ahead and say pitch. Let's sound it out. P-I-Ch. That's right. It's a 3-letter ch. Go ahead and write pitch. Good. And help me to write it. P-I-Ch. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ch. Let's read it. P-I-Ch. Pitch. The next word is repair. Well, you need to repair your tire. Repair. Go ahead and say repair. How many syllables? 2. We will say to spell repair. What will we say to spell? Repair. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is re. E. The second syllable is pair. P-A. This is 2-letter A that you may not use at the end of English words. Repair. That's right. Go ahead and sound it out as you write it. Good. And help me to write it. The first syllable is re. E. The second syllable is pair. P-A-er. And how will we mark it? Put a line over the E. And why did it say it's long sound? A-E-O-U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. And we'll underline the A. Let's read it. E-P-A-er. Repair. Excellent. The next word is referee. He will be the referee for the game. Referee. Go ahead and say referee. How many syllables in referee? 3. We will say to spell ref-er-e. What will we say to spell? Ref-er-e. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is ref. F. The second syllable is the of her. The third syllable is E. E-double-E. Go ahead and write ref-er-e. Sounding it out as you write it. Excellent. And help me to do this. Sound it out. The first syllable is ref. F. The second syllable is The third syllable is E. E. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the and the E. Let's read it. F-er-e. Referee. Isn't it neat how logical these words are? The next word is shrink. I want to be careful not to shrink my shirt in the hot water. Shrink. Go ahead and say shrink. Let's sound it out. Sh-er-e-n-k. Talk. Shrink. Go ahead and write shrink. Yep, sounding it out. It's just like it sounds. Shrink. Yep, shrink. Let's sound it out. Sh, I, n, k. And how do we mark it? We'll underline the sh. Let's read it. Sh, I, n, k, shrink. And you'll notice your tongue doesn't go all the way forward when you say shrink to say n, because it's coming back to say the k. And that's like one of those colors of sound. There's shades of sound. Shrink. Excellent. The next word is repeat. Would you like to repeat that so I can hear it again? Repeat. Go ahead and say repeat. How many syllables? 2. We will say to spell repeat. What will we say to spell? Repeat. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is re. E. The second syllable is peat. E, use an E at A, t. Go ahead and write repeat. Good. And help me to write it. The first syllable is re, E. The second syllable is peat, E, t. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the E and we'll underline the E. Why did that E say its long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. Good, let's read it. Eat, eat, repeat. The next word is scratch. My cat likes when I scratch her face. Scratch. Go ahead and say scratch. Let's sound it out. S-k. Use a k, s, ch. Go ahead and write scratch. Sounding it out as you write it, because that's how you'll be sure that you represent every sound with a phonogram. Scratch. Good. Good. Help me to write it. ch. And how do we mark it? We'll underline the ch. Notice we used 3-letter ch after a single vowel that's saying its short sound. Good. The next word is select. I wonder who they'll select to be on the team. Select. Go ahead and say select. How many syllables? 2. We will say to spell select. What will we say to spell? Select. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is C. S. Use a z, E. The second syllable is lect. L-E-k. Use a k, s, t. Go ahead and write select. Sound it out as you write it. Good. And help me to write it. The first syllable is C, S, E. The second syllable is lect, L-E-k, t. And how will we mark it? Put a line over the E. And once again, A, E, O, U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. And let's read it. S-E-L-E-k, t, select. Now, we do say the broad sound, or not the broad, the schwa sound there. And remember, any vowel may say one of its schwa sounds, or I, in an unstressed syllable. Select. The next word is soup. Would you like to have a bowl of soup? Soup. Go ahead and say soup. Let's sound it out. S-oo, use an ow, o, oo, p. Go ahead and write soup. Good. Help me to write it. S-oo, p. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the oo. What sound of ow, o, oo, is this? That's right, it's saying oo, the third sound. Let's read it. Soup, soup. The last word is animal. My neighbors each put a stuffed animal in their window for the children to find. Animal. Go ahead and say animal. How many syllables in animal? 3. We will say to spell an-i-mal. What will we say to spell? An-i-mal. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is an, a-n. The second syllable is I. Use an I-E-ya. The third syllable is mal, m-a-l. Go ahead and write an-i-mal. Good. And help me to write it. The first syllable is an, a-n. The second syllable is I. The third syllable is mal, m-a-l. Let's Let's read it. A-N-E-M-A-O, animal. And again, that's saying it's schwa sound. It's lazy sound, but we'll exaggerate it for spelling so that we hear it clearly. Great work today. Look at all these wonderful words that follow the rules, and hopefully you're starting to see how these multi-letter phonograms work together to explain English spelling.
Combining the science of reading with the joy of learning. Learn more at essentials.logicoфenglish.com.